Hi, hello, happy Monday. It is like 1:30 on a Monday, so I don't know who's actually gonna join me live, but I get asked all the time about meal prepping. And I just wanted to kind of go live with how I meal prep because, well, I don't like to meal prep. I do not meal prep often, and when I meal prep, I make it quick, simple, and like very straightforward. I don't like to meal prep because I really don't love leftovers and I get bored with food, but I know when I plan out my foods and I have it all prepped, then it saves me from stopping and going out to eat because I already know I have the food in my fridge. It saves me from wasting a lot of the groceries that I buy. It keeps me on track with my nutrition plan and really gets me better results, obviously. So I'm going to meal prep with you today my food for the week. So from today until Friday, because the weekends we always have plans and that kind of throws it off. You can totally meal plan through the weekend. I just know I have stuff happening where I will not be home to eat those meals. Can I pack them and take them with me? Of course, but I'm going to change it up. So what I'm going to meal prep with you is my lunch, which will be chicken and cauliflower rice, my breakfast, which is overnight oats, and I do have scrambled eggs. Did you get those scrambled eggs out of the freezer? No? Okay. And then my snacks are super simple. I do my super shake. I don't really meal prep those ahead. You can. I choose not to. And then I do apple with peanut butter on it for the afternoon snack. For dinner, I actually have, let me move you over here with me. What I did is I have a roast. Hold on, this is gonna be a hot mess. I have a roast and I'm putting it in the crock pot and I'm just gonna add some barbecue sauce to it. I'll show you. So it's literally a roast in the crock pot. I'm putting barbecue sauce on it. Easy peasy. That's what's for dinner. So my chicken, I grilled. I love grilling chicken. Then I can just have it prepped. I'm gonna cut it up. I'll show you how I portion it out and it's going to last me for this week. It's super simple. Again, I don't like to cook multiple meals. I can get a whole batch of chicken grilled, put together. I only dirty one plate. Less dishes is always a plus for me, and then it's there for me. So I will go ahead and start with cutting up my veggies. What I'm getting ready to make is cauliflower rice. If you follow my blog, then you know that this recipe is on my blog. It's super simple, super easy. Again, all the foods that I cook are. I didn't think that I would like cauliflower rice, if we're being honest, because I tried the cauliflower pizza thing. I did not like that. And I tried the cauliflower mashed potatoes, and those were spicy and gross. So when people said, you know, try the cauliflower rice, I was very skeptical. Like, just give me the regular rice and it'll be fine. And then I tried it and I'm in love with it, and it's way better than regular rice because the texture's way better. So what I do to prep for is I have a pan, like a skillet on my stove, and it has a little bit of oil in the bottom of it. And then I just get some vegetables. I always go with carrots and onions. I don't know why that's my go-to. I love mushrooms as well, but my husband isn't a mushroom fan, which I don't know why that really sways me with this because he doesn't eat this. But you can really do whatever vegetables you want and just kind of mince them up super small. That way they're not huge chunks for me. It's just simple, just like that. What I'm gonna do, I'll carry you with me. Don't mind the car sickness over here. I am literally going to add it to my skillet here. And I'm going to turn that on. You can have the oil already a little warm. I'm gonna turn that on to like medium so that those can cook, so they can be soft. And then in the meantime, while that's going, I'm going to chop up my chicken. So I literally just cube it up into little bitty pieces. I don't worry about how it looks. I don't worry about if it's all perfect. I literally just cut it up and I put it in a bowl. If you have been following me for a while, you know I use the container system when it comes to eating. Why? Because before I had no idea what healthy eating was. I thought it was, hi, sorry. phone interruption. Now that we have better service, I follow the container system because it teaches me how to eat healthy. Before, I just thought it meant eating rabbit food. Like literally, I thought you could have one salad and that was healthy eating. And that was such a lie, thank God, because I love food. I love food so, so much. So the idea of dieting or eating less just really was not my thing. I want to eat as much food as possible. I don't like being hungry. I'm very mean when I'm hangry. You can ask my family. So literally finding a plan that worked for me and fueled my body. I get to eat all food groups. I literally I eat so much protein. My body loves protein. So once I get it cut up, I fill up the container up to the line. If you're prepping like to go somewhere and you just want to use these containers, they do have lids that come with them. You could literally just pop the lid on. I literally make sure all the food can fit in it. You pop the lid on. But I measure it out and then I put it in the container. Just like that. And so I will do this for the rest of my chicken as well. While those onions and peppers are sauteing. This, again, I don't like meal prepping. Meal prepping's boring to me. I don't like that it takes 100 hours. So I've found foods that are very, very simple for me. Make it very easy. And then I don't get bored with them. I know some people are like, I have to have a different meal every single time. Not me. I'd rather just keep it very simple. Like, I'd rather know what I'm eating. I want it to be easy, very easy. So I just do this until I get all the containers that I have laid out, which for me, it will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Friday may change. I cut this up and then I sort it out. If I have any chicken left over, obviously I'm going to be making my lunch for today, because that's why I'm starting my meal prep process now, is because I'm making lunch. So I'm just going to get everything else prepped at the same time. So 2 more containers there. I have about 2 chicken breasts left, not including what I'm going to eat right now. You can hear the onions and the carrots starting to cook. So there's my chicken. It's all cut up. I have some left over. I'm just going to set that aside. That's good there. Okay, so now I'm going to take these. They're waiting for the cauliflower rice. So I'm just going to set them aside. And while that cooks, I'm going to go ahead and finish my breakfast. So for breakfast each day, I have 2 eggs, which if you saw my stories the other day, I had to make eggs for like a potluck thing, and I had tons of them left over. So I literally just bagged them all up and put them in the freezer. So what I'm going to do is I will just lay out one of the bags the night before, and then I will heat it up the day that I go to eat it, and I will have a vegetable with it. I like doing sauteed mushrooms and then just putting that with my eggs. But if I don't have mushrooms, I normally just grab like 6 to 10 little baby carrots, because I love carrots. So now I'm going to be making overnight oats. These are like my favorite. If you want like fun, exciting recipes, you can hit up Pinterest. They have all sorts of different types. I'm boring. Again, simple is best for me. I like to keep it very simple. So I just take a yellow of oatmeal and I put it in there. Obviously, I've already had mine today. A teaspoon of maple syrup. One thing you're gonna learn when it comes to me cooking, I don't measure things. I don't like to take extra time, and I do not like making more dishes. So that's one of the big things I don't like about meal prepping, is like the extra dishes I have to wash. So I'll just put some syrup in each of these. I get pure maple syrup. This is from Aldi's. It is about $6. So I'm very stingy with this. Only me and Barrett get to use this. The other kids use the fake stuff. It's not as healthy, but have you ever seen a kid pour their own syrup? We're not doing that with $10 syrup. I'm sorry. I love them so much, but that's not happening. Then put some almond milk in it. I just cover the oats in almond milk. Afterwards, I normally add blueberries, but I'm out of blueberries. I did not buy any this week grocery shopping. So what I'll do is I'll just have a banana on the side, or we have some grapes. I'll do that. So that this time the fruit just isn't in my oatmeal, which is not normal because normally, like I said, I do blueberries or strawberries. Strawberries are really good in overnight oats. But like I said before as well, you can go to Pinterest and find all sorts of different recipes. You could put cinnamon in it, like any kinds of oatmeal. Then how do you eat this? I get a lot of questions of, so what do you do with it afterwards? I literally just keep it in the fridge, and as long as your fruit won't go bad, then this shouldn't go bad either. If you wait too long, obviously it will. But I can prep normally a week in advance with my oats. But in the mornings, I just take it out, I get a spoon, and I eat it just like that. I like it cold. Some people prefer their oatmeal to be warm, so you can totally just take the lid off of it, pop it in the microwave, and you're good to go there. So there's my oatmeal. I'm gonna come over here, take you over to my stove. Make sure you don't get caught on fire over here. Hold on. I gotta find the perfect angle so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so now we have the onions and carrots are sauteing. I literally am just gonna toss them around a little bit. I am making cauliflower rice for the entire week. And normally one of these bags will do 2, and I guess that's even when I don't measure it. So I guess we're gonna learn together how many one bag of rice makes. I always just eat it all. So then you add the cauliflower rice. This is, you can get this from Aldi's. It's rice cauliflower, literally. It's $1.28 or $1.89. I can't remember off the top of my head. And I didn't check my receipt before I started this live, so we're just gonna guess right now. It's cheap, and especially if it lasts you for 2 meals and it's healthy. I prefer getting the rice where it's already cut up. You see how it's already like small little pieces? It's probably not in focus. It's already small little pieces versus grabbing a head of cauliflower and trying to rice it up on your own. I hear that's a big pain in the butt. That's why, honestly, for a long time, I never tried this because I wasn't willing to do that. So you'll just take the cauliflower, put it in your pepper and onion, and again, it has some oil in the pan as well. And you can mix it up a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy with mixing because I make a mess. Seriously, what the heck? Again, I don't like messes. That's why I don't like meal prepping. This is Himalayan pink salt. It's more of an all-natural salt. I'll just sprinkle some of that on there. And then I do liquid aminos. I hear it's better than soy sauce. It tastes just like soy sauce. And I couldn't find the coconut aminos. Oh my gosh. So I'll just sprinkle some of that on there. Again, it's like soy sauce. And then I get a lid and I put it on top of there. Just to let that steam up a little bit. Ta-da! So now, as that cooks, I will stir it. And then once it is done, I'll just take this container. Let me raise you a little bit. Once it's done, I'll take this container and I'll measure it out and I'll pair it with my chicken. So each one of these will have 1 red, 1 green, and this is gonna be my lunch each day. And I'll put the lid on it and I pop it in the fridge. So when it goes to eat this, I just will take the lid off, put it in the microwave, and we're good to go. It's super, super simple. So when I'm eating tomorrow and the rest of this week, I just go into the fridge, grab what I need to eat, and I'm good for the day. I don't like cutting my apples or anything like that ahead of time. My eggs are already cooked. I guess I can show you those real quick. How I bag them up. I bag them in little bitty, like sandwich bags. Maybe. They kind of look gross though. So I bag them up in sandwich bags. And then I put them in a big thing so that they didn't get freezer burnt. And I just have them in there, in the freezer. So I will take one out tonight before I go to bed. And then that will give it time for it to thaw. And then tomorrow I can just pop it in the microwave and I'm good to go. So there's my meal prep for the week. It's super, super simple, super easy. Really, the only thing that varies are my dinners. And I do have a meal plan made. Let me show you. It's hanging up. I do have a meal plan made. It's right here. I always post it right in my kitchen. And I also have that pink thing right there with it on there, although I have not changed it this week. So each evening I have the meals, wrote out what we're gonna eat. As you can see, we did not eat them in order, but I know like tonight, one of these things that's not marked off is what we're gonna have. And tonight I'm making this again, which I'm just gonna add some barbecue to later. And that's it. Easy peasy. So if you have any questions about meal prepping, please drop them below because I would love to answer any questions you have. Meal prepping's not my favorite, but when I notice like my nutrition's slacking and I notice I tend to go to the kitchen a lot, then setting these boundaries, getting my food prepped, really makes a huge difference. I know a lot of the times I catch myself bored eating, or if I know there's one of my favorite foods in the house, I'm like, oh, I just have to go eat that. I have to go eat that. Having all this here, I'm like, no, I'm only allowed to have this. And one of the things I get often is people, when it comes to meal planning, they're like, but I'm not going to know what I'm not going to know what I want to eat at 2 p.m. on Thursday. The thing is with this, you're not using your emotions to eat. You're just fueling your body. You're just eating what your body needs. And so that's kind of one of the biggest things. But setting those ground rules and sticking to them is going to be more powerful. So if something comes up and I know I have to go somewhere, I literally can just grab my food out of the fridge and take it with me. And I'm right on track. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Have a great Monday.